And take big open mouth exhales. Continue to integrate into your space. And continue that process of pressing down through your palms, getting strong in your arms, and then actively pressing your sit bones down towards your heels. See if you can get another millimeter of space through your sides. And then when you're ready, seal your lips, start to cultivate your Ujjayi breath. With sealed lips, take a breath in through your nose and fill up. Sealed lips, breath out. Couple more on your own. Breathe in. And breathe out. Next breath, come to a tabletop pose. Make your way to hands and knees. Shoulders stacked on top of wrists, hips right on top of your knees. Stack all of your joints. Press through your index fingers and your thumbs. We'll take a couple of cat-cows and then we'll take a little bit of a variation as we move through to invite some fluidity into our spine. On your breath in, cow pose, dip your belly down and lift your chin up. Tailbone lifts up as well. Exhale, cat pose, round out your spine. Press your palms into your mat. 2 more times. Breathe in, cow pose, belly dips down. Chin lifts up, shoulders press back. Exhale, cat pose, protract your shoulders. Hug your chin towards your chest, your navel into your spine. 1 more round. Breathe in, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Come back to center and then take a cow pose, and we're gonna hug our heels towards our glutes. So this is a little hamstring curl. Start to press into your glutes, really start to squeeze them together and feel your hamstrings activate. So you've got that nice back bend in your spine, gazes up, breathe in. Exhale, drop your feet, take a cat pose, and then bring your right knee towards your chest. Really exaggerate, lengthen your low back. Take a breath in. And a breath out, set your right knee down. Next breath in with that cat back, bring your left knee towards your chin. Round out your spine, send your tailbone down. And exhale back to center. Twice more, just like that. Inhale, cow pose, belly dips down. Heels lift up towards your glutes. Again, exaggerate that pressing of your chest towards the front of the space. And on your exhale, cat pose, and then bring your right knee into your chin. Right knee down, left knee lifts, round out your spine. Back to center, inhale, cow pose, heels up. Exhale, cat pose, right knee into chest. Keep strong in your core, bring your left knee into center. Left knee down, maybe walk your fingers a couple of inches further towards the front of your space. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog, and make that inverted V shape with your body. Pedal out your feet, stretch through your calves. Maybe take little rainbow rolls, heels from one side of your mat to the other. Start to stretch through your IT bands. What we want to work on today is getting really active in our bodies and quiet in our minds. So as you start to work through your practice, think about creating some space between your thoughts and doing that by really honing in on your breathing and your physicality of your postures. It's so important right now to do that with uncertainty. One thing you can be uncertain about is your breath, your space, your physical, active, mindful body. Come to stillness in down dog. Hug your forearms in towards one another. Feel a widening across your shoulder blades. Place a soft bend in your knees, and on your breath in, send your tailbone up behind you. Bring your gaze between your feet softly. On your exhale, bring your heels a little bit closer to the mat. One more time like that. Breathe in, press the earth away, hug your elbows in, and navel towards your spine. Exhale, stretch through your calves, bring your heels towards the earth. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll, step your feet behind your wrists, hip width distance, maybe even a little wider. Make it indulgent, make it really nice and organic. Allow your chest to hang over your thighs. Head hangs heavy. Start to tilt weight a little bit into your toes and firm up through your low body. Take a shape with your arms that feels good. Maybe invite some movement side to side. And make your way back to center. Place your palms on the earth. Bring your feet towards one another. Maybe your big toes touch, maybe they don't. Strengthen through your low belly. Bring your chin towards your chest and start to rise up one vertebra at a time. When you come all the way to stand, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And bring your hands to heart center. Softly close your eyes. Soft bend your knees. Root down strong through your feet. Press your palms into one another and then press your thumb into your chest. Float the crown of your head high. Take a breath in. And a big clearing breath out. One more time, breathe in, find your center. And breathe out, release some tension. Open your eyes, bring your palms by your side. We'll start our Sunny flow. Breathe in, mountain pose, bring your arms overhead. Stretch long through your fingertips. Bring your hip tips up towards your chin so you get active through your low pelvis. Beautiful. Root through all four corners of your feet. Lift your quadriceps up and stack your shoulders over your hips. Feel the lengthening of your arms. Feel strong and lengthen through your sides, and then drop your shoulders down. Take a breath in and another breath out. One more time. Inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, humble forward fold. Bring your crown of your head towards the earth, and then bring your arms up behind you, almost like you're skiing down a hill. This is a little different. I don't know that we've done this before. Open through the front of your chest and melt your forehead towards your shins. Take a breath in, soft on the breath out. Next breath, chair pose, sit your booty down low, bring your arms up in front of you or to frame your ears. Get really strong and expressive through your fingertips and sit down just a little bit lower. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more time, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, hands through heart center. Bring the crown of your head to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins, extend your spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, high plank pose. Right away, make your way all the way down to your belly. Bring your chest, your hips, your knees down. Bring your forehead down and then tense your fingers outside of your mat, right about even with your rib cage. Keep your fingertips light. Press your tops of your feet into the earth. Exhale all of your air. Ha. Breathe in, Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. Start light. Really bring attention into your low back and soften through your glutes. Press the tops of your feet actively into your space. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Soften your forehead down to the mat. Place your palms next to your ribs. Tuck your toes. On your exhale, high plank or transition through tabletop, yogi's choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips high. Let's do that 2 more times. First, take a big breath in and a breath out. Next breath, look forward. Exhale, top of your space, your journey, feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, extend your spine, invite some length. Take a moment to press your palms into your shins or your thighs. Maybe get 1 more millimeter in your sides. Gaze is down and towards the front of your space. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose, root down, rise up. Exhale, humble forward fold, crown of the head to the earth, bring your fingertips high. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, bring your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, release to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms and step back. Lower all the way down to the earth. Let's take that modified Cobra, palms out, spider tent your fingers next to your mat. Exhale all of your air. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale down to the earth. Palms next to ribs, toes tuck. Exhale, high plank pose. And then downward facing dog, send your hips up. 1 more time through, breathe in, look forward. Exhale, top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold and release. Breathe in, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, humble forward fold, release to the earth, fly your arms up and forward. Inhale, chair pose, sit down low, squeeze your inner thighs together. Exhale, forward fold to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, tailbone long behind you. Exhale, plant your palms and step back, high plank pose. First time holding here, we'll be here for a few breaths. Lengthen the back of your neck by bringing your gaze towards the front of your mat and down. Press the center of your heels towards the back of the room. Squeeze through your glutes and get strong in your low belly. Take a breath in and a breath out. 1 more breath here, inhale. And strong on the exhale. Next breath, shift forward onto your tippy toes. On your exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Press your shoulders down. Press your feet into the earth. Squeeze your glutes to support your low back. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips high. Take a breath here, inhale. And exhale. Ujjayi breath in, breathe in through your nose, sealed lips. And exhale through your nose. Next breath, lift your right heel towards the sky. Open your hip, do what feels good, something indulgent. Start to rotate through your hip joints, your knees, your ankles. Keep softening your left heel towards the earth and your right palm into your mat. Drop your right shoulder down a little bit. And then on your next breath, send your right heel back up to the sky. Point all 5 toes down so your right hip is pointing down to the earth. Inhale, reach a little higher. Exhale, low lunge, step it through between your palms. Take on that cat back to make space for your knee as you transition into that step forward. And then press through your right heel and bring your arms up. So you're in Crescent Moon. So maybe move back and forth. You know what you need here. Then bring your arms back up overhead. Soften your shoulders, but see how long you can get your arm bones. Really reach up and then maybe bring some awareness to your hip flexor on your left side and maybe even your psoas muscle. So the psoas that connects your upper torso down to your bottom torso, really nice big muscle. See if you can feel that lengthening there. Keep pressing your right heel down and then energetically bring it towards your hips. Feel your hamstrings fire up. Take a breath in and another breath out. 1 more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we'll transition to Crescent Lunge with airplane arms. So mindfully pick up your left leg. Bring your fingertips long behind you. Here for a couple of breaths. Get long in your left leg. Press your left hamstring towards the sky. Stack your heel on top of the ball mound of your foot. And then roll your shoulders back. Press your chest forward. Take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Next breath, mindfully unwind. Lead with your left arm, warrior 2. Come in and out of your front knee a couple of times. And then start to settle into stillness. Align your right heel with the left arch of your foot, and then bring your arms out wide. Stretch your arms out in opposition. Sink a little bit lower in your front leg. Take a breath here and a breath out. Next breath, shift forward, extended side angle, right arm down, left arm comes up. Get really strong in your right side obliques. Keep your left ribs rotating towards the sky. Feel the strength of your right side as it lifts off of your right thigh. Reach up just as much as you're reaching down. Maybe your gaze towards your left thumb. Take a breath in and a breath out. Next breath, reverse warrior. Flip your right palm, reach it up and then back. Check in with your right knee. Keep it stacked over your ankle and keep your shoulders square to the side of the room. Take a breath in. Exhale, windmill down, low lunge. Frame your right foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Send your right leg high. Exhale, chaturanga, ekapada variation. Keep your glutes strong if you take that one. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Shift your hips towards your wrists. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips high. Take a breath in and a breath out. Next breath, lift your left leg up. Open through your hip, your knee, and your ankle. Start to create space. Send some breath in any pockets of tension. Next breath, send your left heel up, point your toes down, square your hip. With that integrity, exhale, low lunge, step your foot through. Drop your right knee down. Again, take what you need here, what feels good. You got the support of your back knee, so you can really exaggerate that move back and forth, front to back of your mat. And then once you bring your fingertips up overhead, really think about stretching through the front of your body. Create that really nice stretch and that awareness in your psoas muscle on your right side. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your next breath, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Press through your left heel and then bring your fingertips towards the back of the room. Roll your shoulders back, bring your chest forward. Create length between the crown of your head and your right heel. Take a breath in and a breath out. Next breath, unwind, warrior two, lead with your right palm. Bounce in and out of the left knee. And then start to settle into stillness. So feel your fingertips stretching out away from one another. And then take a moment to squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Soft gaze towards your front fingers. Lunge a little bit lower, breathe in. And breathe out. One more time, inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, reach, reach, reach. And then left arm down, right arm high. Stretch wide across your chest. Align fingertip to fingertip. Use leverage a little bit here to press your knee towards the pinky toe side of your left foot. Inhale, get a little longer. And exhale, sink a little deeper. Next breath, reverse warrior. Flip your left palm, reach it up and back. Slowly lift your left hip tip towards your elbow. Create some length through your left hip flexor. Press equally into the outside edge of your right foot and your left heel. Maybe energetically bring your heels towards one another in the center of your space. Feel your adductor muscles in your inner thighs start to fire up. One more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, low lunge, windmill down, frame your left foot. Inhale, three-legged dog, send your left heel high. Exhale, chaturanga, ekapada variation, your choice. Take what you need. Breathe in, Urdhva Mukha. Breathe out, Adho Mukha. Let's reset here. Inhale through your nose. Big open mouth exhale. Ujjayi breath in. Inhale through your nose, sealed lips. Take an exhale through your nose and soften. We'll flow breath to movement. Breathe in, lift your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, crescent moon, left knee down. Exhale, airplane, fly your palms back, lift your left knee. Inhale, warrior two, open. Exhale, extended side angle, tilt your body. Breathe in, reverse, swim back towards the wall behind you. Exhale, low lunge, plant your palms. Inhale, three-legged dog, send your right leg up. Exhale, chaturanga. Ekapada variation is a choice. Breathe in, up dog. And breathe out, down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Next breath, lift your left heel up. Exhale, low lunge, step through with grace. Inhale, crescent moon, rise up. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms, fly it back, get strong in your fingers. Inhale, warrior two, open. Exhale, extended side angle, tilt and pivot. Breathe in, reverse. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog, left heel lifts. Exhale, your journey to downward facing dog. Use your exhale. Stay active in your body, quiet in your mind. Take a breath in and a breath out. We'll mix that up a little here. On your next breath, lift your right heel up. Exhale, knee to your left tricep. We'll stay here for a moment. Try to touch your knee to your elbow or your tricep. Use the strength of your obliques to lift it a little higher. Bring your low belly down into your pelvis and then back towards your spine. And then we'll take a modified side plank here. So you have so many options. You can kind of take a fallen star variation. Otherwise, you can rotate onto your left foot and bring your right arm high. Keep your right knee tucked into your chest. Stay in your strength here. Take a breath in and unwind, breath out. Next breath, three-legged dog, send your right leg high. Woo, that was tough. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Rise up, crescent moon, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Here's another change. On your breath in, crescent lunge, arms overhead. Embrace the little bit of wobble there, little fatigue in the legs. Invite that soft bend in your back knee. Press your left hip forward and then press your left hamstring towards the sky. Bring your arms up long overhead. Enjoy a breath in and a breath out. On your next breath, bring your hands to heart center. Press your chest towards the front of the room. And on your exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Rotate your left elbow outside of your right knee. Stay high on the ball mound of your back foot, or you can place your left knee on the earth. Use your breath to create that depth in your twist. So rather than trying to torque and wrench your elbow into your right knee, think about using the contours of your lungs, filling them up and inviting that gentle twist. Take on any variation that feels good here. If you want to open your arms wide and fly, take a breath in and a breath out. Wherever you are, active in your body and calm in your mind. Bring your hands to heart center if they're not there. Tough transition here. Start to come back to crescent lunge. Reach your torso up, fingertips high. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, open. Maybe come in and out of that right leg for a little bit. Arms out wide, gazes forward, breathe in and breathe out. Next breath, straighten through your right leg, reverse triangle, sweet release on that right quad. Bring your fingertips up and then back. Press your right hip tip towards the front of the room and press firmly into your right heel. Then lift your quadricep up. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle, reach, 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 bend into your right leg, and then rotate your arms. We'll be here for a couple of breaths. If you want to take on a bind, bring your left palm behind you, grab for your right hip crease, and then roll your right shoulder back. If you're feeling really open this morning, go for the full bind. Bring your left arm underneath your thigh. Reach your right palm behind you. Grasp for your left palm. So once you're here, if you're kind of facing towards the earth, see if you can roll your right shoulder, or your left shoulder back rather. Stack shoulder on top of shoulder and then bring your gaze up. Keep your right ribs lifted off of your right thigh. Take a breath in. And stay calm on the breath out. On your next breath, as you're ready, unwind, bring your arms up. Take a breath in and an exhale. Next breath, star pose, heels in, toes out, open up wide. Embrace that release through your quads. Press equally through your feet, expressive through your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, Prasarita. Parallel your feet towards the sides of your mat. On your breath in, bring your chest up towards the sky. Squeeze shoulder blades behind you. Exhale, start to soften towards the earth. We'll be here for about 5 juicy breaths. So if you want to get upside down, take any kind of variations you want. If you want to take on a twist. Wherever you are, find your breath. Maybe as you feel strong and steady, start to bring weight into your toes and work to stack your hips on top of your heels. One more breath cycle. On your next breath, crawl your fingertips forward beneath your forehead. Take a little halfway lift. Breathe in, extend your spine. And breathe out, soften. One more time, inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Pivot your palms towards the front of your mat. Point your right toes forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Send your right leg high. Exhale, chaturanga or ekapada variation. Or skip it all together. We will meet in downward facing dog. Right away, inhale your left heel up. Exhale, knee to your right tricep. Variations here, you can take fallen star if you want to shoot your left foot towards the right side of your mat. Otherwise, keep your left knee tucked in towards your chest. Rotate onto the big toe side of your right foot and bring your right arm up high. Keep squeezing your knee into your chest. Keep pressing into your right foot, light on your low fingertips. Breathe in. And exhale, unwind, three-legged dog, send your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Crescent moon, rise up. Exhale, airplane your arms, sweep it back. Breathe in, crescent, fingertips high. Take a moment here to find your center, find your strength. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another and bring your right hip forward in space. Get nice and long in your arm bones and soft in your shoulders. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge. Take a moment to lean forward, get length. And then on your exhale, start to twist. Breathe through the 360 space of your lungs. Use that buoyancy to twist a little bit deeper. Take on a variation that serves you here. Maybe just simply bringing your gaze over your left elbow is enough today. Maybe open up your arms to fly. Stay strong and calm. One more inhale. And an exhale. Next breath, unwind, come into crescent lunge. Take your time, you've got it. Arms overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Bouncing it out of your left leg if you need it. On your next breath in, reverse triangle, straighten through your left leg. Bring your left fingertips up and back. Visualize creating a lot of space between your left big toe and your left fingers. Your right palm is soft on your right leg, and then your feet are energetically pulling in towards one another. Another breath here. Exhale, extended side angle, bend into your left knee, left arm down, right arm up. And again, you have that option. You can stay here. You can take on a half bind or a full bind. Just check in with what you need today. Stay in your integrity and breathe. Remember, if you're taking that full bind, to keep your left ribs lifted strongly off of your left thigh, and then rolling that right shoulder back. Give your low body an opportunity to support you. Bring awareness into both feet. Use the strength of your quadriceps and your hamstrings to support you. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Next breath, unwind. Bring your right palm up high. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Next breath, star pose, heels in, toes out, open up wide. We'll take a bound prasarita on this side to bring your palms to grip behind you to their webbing. Take a breath in, roll your shoulders up and down, press your knuckles towards the earth, open through your chest. On your exhale, parallel your feet. Start to make your way down towards the earth. Melt the crown of your head down. Lift your sit bones high. Soften your palms over the crown of your head. Feel that squeeze of your shoulder blades behind you and the opening across your collarbones. We're here for about 3 more breaths. Last breath with control. Release your palms, place them below your forehead. Breathe and lengthen through your spine. Take a halfway lift and exhale, fold to the earth. Slowly rotate your palms towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lift your right heel high. Exhale, chaturanga or your variation, yogi's choice here. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath in and down dog. And a clearing breath out. One more time. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, soften your heels. Then come to your knees. Take a moment, take a breath. Get some water. How are you guys doing? Everyone good? Awesome. That was a long flow. Thanks for sticking with me. It felt really good to just get out of my out of my mind, which not too much because obviously I'm teaching. I can't let it all go. All right, we're going to meet in Supta Baddha Konasana whenever you're ready. So come down to your back. Join the soles of your feet to touch. A hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. And take a breath in. And a breath out. Feel your body, feel your efforts. Come back to your center and your breath. And then whenever you're ready, close your knees like a book, rock and roll, grab behind your knees, rock and roll the length of your spine 3 or 4 times. Cross your ankles, plant your palms, and step back into downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. A little bit more work on our feet. Take a breath in, lift your right heel high. Exhale, a low lunge, step it through. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Stay for the breath in. And a breath out. Take triangle pose, Trikonasana. So start to straighten through your right leg. Keep a soft bend in your right knee. Micro bend, then left hip back, right shoulder forward. And then reach your right fingertips forward towards your front of your mat, and then rotate your right fingers down and your left fingers high. Just like we did all through class, think about energetically pulling your heels in towards one another. Give your low body an opportunity to fire up and support you in this posture. Giving you that space to open through your chest. Use both sides of your obliques, and then press the crown of your head towards the front of the room. Take a breath in and a breath out. As you're ready, we'll move into balancing Halfmoon pose. So if you want to grab your water bottle, or if you happen to have a block and place it at the front of your mat, go ahead and do it now. And start to press into your front heel and your front big toe. Lift your left toes off of the earth, and then bring your right arm down. Maybe you can keep your left palm on your left hip, and just take a moment to find your center. Press your toes towards your nose. Use the strength of your outer hip to lift your heel even with your left glute. If you want to take another variation, you can start to bring your left palm high and then bring it behind you. Hamstring curl your left heel towards your left glute, and then grab for your foot for the sugar cane variation. Strong and steady here. And as you're ready, if you took that variation, straighten back through your left leg, bring your left fingertips high. And exhale, soften towards warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten through your right leg. Exhale, palms to the mat and flow. Step your right foot back, meet in down dog, or flow through a vinyasa. If you're flowing, breathe in up dog, crown of your head up. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips high. Inhale, left heel lifts up. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, warrior 2, open up. Take a breath in and a breath out. We'll move into triangle pose, straighten through your left leg. Press through your left heel, bump your right hip back. Square your hips towards the side of the room and reach your left fingertips forward. Rotate your left finger down and your right palm high. Stretch equally, fingertip to fingertip. Roll your shoulder blades or squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. And again, press equally through both feet. Widen through your chest. Get strong in your inner thighs. Take a breath in and a breath out. Let's move into some balancing. Start to soften into your left leg. Press through your heel and launch off of your right foot. We'll meet in balancing Halfmoon. Roll your right inner thigh towards the side of the room. So open your right hip towards the side of the room. Point your right toes towards your face. And if you want to go for that sugar cane variation, start to feel for your right foot behind you. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Once you're there, enjoy that quadricep stretch and then opening in your right shoulder. Slowly unwind, come back to your center. And then on your exhale, a warrior two. Breathe in, reverse triangle, straighten through your left leg. Exhale, palms to the mat and flow. Last chaturanga of class, enjoy. Breathe in, up dog, open across your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips high. Take a breath in and a big breath out. Next breath, lift your right heel up. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Bring your right knee behind your right wrist. Extend your left leg out long behind you. As always, if this feels a little tender, take it on your back, figure four variation. Otherwise, really start to set up here. Bring your palms light next to your hips. Open your chest forward, squeeze your shoulder blades back, breathe in. Exhale, soften towards the earth, sleeping pigeon. Think about shifting your right hip towards the back of your mat and your left hip forward. And start to create space between your thoughts. Use your breath to invite in a little softness. Drop your shoulders down. Open your jaw a time or two. Enjoy one more breath cycle here. And start to rise back up. Bring your fingertips by your sides. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, three-legged dog. Send your right leg up. Shake it out. Let's take a flip dog variation. Drop your right knee or right foot to the earth. Reach your right fingertips overhead. Soften your left fingers strong through your hips. Lift them up towards the sky. Exhale, unwind, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel lifts up. Exhale, half pigeon on the left. So notice and embrace any asymmetry. So maybe this side feels different. Kind of hone in before you start to melt down where you can adjust and really get the maximum benefit. So maybe you need to move your right hip forward just a tiny bit. Take a breath in. And then your variation, soften down to the earth. Start to come back up to your fingertips. Tuck your right toe, send your left leg up and back behind you. Flip dog variation team, if it's calling to you, press your left foot into the earth, rotate your hips up, and then reach long overhead. Take a breath in, lift a little higher. Exhale, unwind. We meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Next breath, shift forward, high plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down. Work for shoulders, hips, and knees to arrive all at the same time. We'll take bow pose, Dhanurasana, a little spine strengthening here. So again, hamstring curl your heels towards your glutes. Grab for your feet. Bring your knees about hip width distance apart. Neck is nice and long, so bring your gaze to your mat. And then take a breath in and a breath out. Next breath, start to kick into your palms first to really feel that strength and feel your low back start to fire up, soften through your glutes, and then start to peel your chest off of the earth. Make that teardrop shape with your body. Stay soft, but stay strong. Take a breath in. And exhale, release down to the earth. Bring your left cheek to the mat. Open up your heels. Arms long by your side. Enjoy a breath in. And a breath out. Bring your chin to center just to even out your neck. Take a moment to bring your right cheek to your mat and gaze to your left. Maybe windshield wiper your feet side to side. Release through your low back. And then as you're ready, press yourself up to a tabletop and bring your legs out long in front of you. And we'll meet on our backs. Once you're there, gather your knees into your chest, hug them into center, maybe rock side to side. Let this feel good. Release on your low back. And we'll take a supine twist, so easy twist towards the left with an option to do a little bit of a self-adjustment here. So just drop your knees over towards the left side. Take a moment to align your left hip under your right. And you can stay here, soften your right shoulder down to the earth. Maybe your gaze falls to the right. Or you can take your left foot, bring it on top of the outside of your right knee, and then use that leverage to press your right knee a little bit more towards the earth. Maybe you feel a little bit more of a stretch on your outer hip. And then whenever you're ready, start to come back to center, unwind. Knees come together into your chest to neutralize. Rock side to side. And drop your knees over to the right. Stack your hips one on the other, left arm out long. And then maybe take on that self-adjustment variation. This time bringing your right ankle on top of your left knee on the outside. And then maybe just let gravity do the work here. Feel that gradual softening. Make your way back to center. Unwind, unravel. Knees into chest, rock side to side. And we'll take happy baby pose. Shine the soles of your feet towards the sky. Grab by the inside or outside arches of your feet. Pull your knees down to the earth. Invite some ease and massage into your low back and your kidneys. Maybe straighten through one leg and then the other. And come back to center, hug your knees into your chest. And we'll just take a few breaths and bring our soles of your feet towards the earth. So legs up the wall pose. If you want to move towards a wall, go for it. Otherwise, just bring your arms along by your side. Soften your shoulders down to the earth and shine the soles of your feet towards the ceiling. Just invite in, allow in the calming benefits of this posture. For all that work on your feet, sometimes it feels good to reverse that blood flow. Allow your legs to just soften and relax. And then when you're ready, bring your knees back into your chest. This time, grab for the opposite feet. Squeeze your forearms around your shins, your knees to your nose. Take a breath in. And exhale, Shavasana. Take a moment to set this up for what you need. Allow the back of your head and your hips and your heels to fall heavy into the earth. Maybe shift your shoulder blades beneath you. Create a little shelf for your heart. And soften your arms out wide. Few moments of stillness. Yogis, stay here as long as you wish. If you're ready to move back into your Sunday, start by inviting in really nice, easy breaths. Take some time to bring some movement into your fingers and your toes. Drop your chin over to your right shoulder and softly over to your left. And on your next breath, bring your arms up long overhead, create space between every rib, fill your belly. And then hug your knees into your chest and roll to your favorite side. Bottom bicep becomes a place for your temple to rest, and your top palm presses into the earth. And take a moment to invite in a new start, a reawakening, fresh perspective on your day. And press yourself up, come to a comfortable seat. Keep your eyes closed, bring your hands to heart center. Let's take a breath in together. Inhale through your nose. And an exhale. The teacher, the student in me honors and reflects the teacher, the student in every one of you. We bow together and say namaste.
So good to see you guys. Thank you. Was everything good? Audio was good?
Yeah, audio was good.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm glad I discovered this little hack. It only took me a few weeks. I hope to see you guys back here next Sunday. Have a great week. Be well. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Candace.
Bye.
Bye.